Hello YouTube. So today I have the Ducati Scrambler with me. So I just thought that I'll take it out for a spin and I'll uh, let you know my thoughts about this bike to you guys. So this is a very small motorcycle. This can be compared to a size of a Duke 200 or something like that. I don't want to talk about the engine or the refinement of this bike because this is a piece of engineering from Ducati. So they can never go wrong on something like this. I compared this bike with a KTM bike because this is having a very good power to weight ratio. It's an 800cc engine with a weight of 190 kg, so you can expect the power delivery it can give, and how much of power it gives, it is right onto your face. That's how you feel it. The engine is so smooth, you won't get irritated with the engine if you are riding in slow speeds and all. It has a good amount of torque in the low end. This bike is equipped with Brembo brakes, so it's something from the super bikes. So basically you don't have to skeptic about the braking power of this bike. What I felt is that this comes with a very old school kind of seat. It means that it's a very plain seat. There is no separation between the pillion and the rider seat, and you might find it a bit uncomfortable when you first try to ride this bike. What I'm telling is that I'm having this bike for the past 3 days. So for the first day when I was riding, I was not able to ride it properly. I'm not feeling something very comfortable with this bike. So I was telling my friend that okay, I think it's not my kind of bike. Then later I figured out that you need to have some experience on this bike to get into the posture that this bike wanted to be. So if you are planning to buy this bike, I will tell you, instead of taking a test drive, you need to have this bike for a day or two and try it yourself, because most of the people won't be liking this bike because of the seat posture. The thing is, as I told you, it's a very old school seat. You might need to change it if you want. So talking about the tires, this bike is equipped with Pirelli tires, which is again something from the Super Sports. So it works awesome, and I've tried this bike taking it to Yelagiri, which is a nearby guard section over here. So we were able to carve the corners very easily in this bike. I was riding with my friend to Yelagiri in this bike. In fact, he was riding an RC390. The only problem is, even though this bike has a much higher ground clearance, you need to be a bit careful when you do cornering, because if your foot peg position is not correct, you're gonna hurt your legs. Maybe I'll just try to put some photos of how you need to keep your legs when you're doing cornering. I'll just try to put it in the screen. One problem which I face with this bike is that the fuel tank of this bike is very small. It can carry around 12 to 13 liters of fuel. That means you can actually use 10 liters of fuel. So if it gives a fuel efficiency of say around 15 kilometer per liter, then probably you can run around for 140 to 150 kilometers on one full tank. That's all. So I find it a bit difficult. One main thing is that it doesn't have a fuel indicator, so you need to always keep a track of this with the trip meters. I like this bike very much because As I told you before, it's a very small bike with a very good engine. So whenever I try to do a drag race, or when I try to do a 0 to 100 in the fastest time, it always gives me a power wheelie. So then later on I tried small stunts with this bike. It is a real fun over this bike. First I thought that this bike cannot be considered as a stunt bike or something like that, but now I've changed my mind. I feel like anyone can do wheelies on this bike. And this bike is having a very peculiar exhaust note. The thing is, like, if you are in the traffic, or your bike is turned on the idle condition, it gives a very nice sound, which is catchy enough to get the attention of other people. And when it starts rolling, it gives a very different feel, which may not be so catchy, and it's not so necessary also. So overall, in a way, how I do the review of all the bikes, let me just put it into 3 buckets, like highway riding, city, and off-roads. So I took this bike onto the highway for around 200 to 300 kilometer of run, and I found that this bike is optimum for a 150 to 200 kilometer of run, because I can continuously ride for 150 to 200 kilometers. That's all what I felt. That maybe I'll do better on my CBR. That's what I felt. The one good thing is this bike is very fast, and it can reach the destination very fast. That's one advantage of this. And since it doesn't have any wind visor, so it's like the wind blast is directly onto the chest, so it can make you feel a bit tired, and it can possibly, go to a speed of 180, 190. I've taken it to 170 plus, and it's very good for guard roads also. So now, talking about riding this in city, I will say a big no to that, because I was facing a really bad issue with this bike when I was riding in city. The thing is, the engine is too hot. It directly pumps the heat to your legs. So if you are stuck in traffic for at least 2 minutes, not even stuck, if you are riding this bike in a bumper to bumper traffic for 2 minutes, you start feeling the heat on your legs. And another thing is, you need to have some level of maturity to ride this bike in a city. You cannot drive it so rashly. A slip on your hand can damage the bike, damage yourself, or anything can happen with this. That's what I meant. And commenting on the off-roads, this is the perfect bike for off-roading. I've taken it to a mango forest nearby, so it was really awesome. The handlebar is on the perfect height which I wanted to be in. Actually, by the way, I am 170 centimeter high, so I don't know how others will feel it. And for an Indian average man, this is kind of average or just below average height, 170 centimeter. And while doing the off-roads and all, the handlebar was coming just right to the mark where I wanted to be, and suspension worked so fine also. Whenever I try to launch and something like that, the suspension works so fine. So altogether, this bike is a very good package from Ducati. Even though it doesn't show much of a Ducati on its first glance. So that's it, guys. That's it for this video. Don't take this as a review and all. This is my opinion about this bike. Since I've ridden for the past 3 days, and this is the 4th day on this bike. So if you have any doubts about this bike or something, just let me know in the comment section. I'll help you out. So that's it, guys. See you in my next video. Bye bye.